They don't care that they've got a living legend in front of them. These two men just know that these tag team titles have been around their waist for more than 200 days.
Oh. Making referee Dylan pick them up.
Parea.
Proud of their Greek heritage. See Gabriel Eros with the Greek flag, waving it high here in Ballarat. So we know their heritage, of course, have come from Greece. Visit Victoria. You can come from anywhere in the world.
Melbourne actually has the biggest Greek population outside of Greece.
They do. Where did Gangrel come from? He's traveling.
Parts unknown.
I hope he's enjoying Ballarat and all the lovely sights.
It's definitely better than parts unknown.
But I would hope so.
Edward Dusk looks to start this. Those that don't know Edward Dusk, he's a very accomplished superstar here in Australia.
One of the darkest men we have here in the Australian pro wrestling scene. Kindred spirits, unholy alliance here with Gangrel. What a great shot they've got here at the OPW titles.
Edward Dusk is a fantastic specimen. And as we see Gabriel Eros with a lot of disrespect towards Gangrel.
Just cutting shapes in front of the Vampire Warrior. Gangrel, maybe he wants to tag already.
Edward Dusk squares off as Gabriel tags in Eli. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh. How did that happen?
The mind games from Gangrel. And Edward Dusk. This is the thing with Edward Dusk. For those that don't know him, he's fantastic in the ring. He's a tremendous specimen, but it's in between the ears is where it gets you. The mind games that he plays, which is of course why Gangrel would sought after him as part of Australian Stampede to try and get the OPW Tag Team titles.
Absolutely. Gangrel is a man Edward Dusk can learn from. Gangrel, very impressed with Edward Dusk, wanting to compete alongside him for the OPW titles here tonight.
The Eternal One, Edward Dusk. This would be an incredible feather in his cap if he could get the tag team titles off the Parea and break their win streak. But Gabriel Eros, there's a reason why these guys are an accomplished tag team. They're also fantastic singles wrestlers within each other. But Edward Dusk powers out into a headlock of his own.
Great reversal from Edward Dusk. We say it all the time over in MCW where he competes regularly. A great technician, but again, he uses those mind games. He can get dirty and dark when he needs to.
Edward Dusk, we're seeing the athleticism of him. Gabriel Eros leapfrogs over and meets a chop from Edward Dusk.
Edward Dusk, he's got those big hands. He can really lay it in with the chops. Great go behind.
Eros with a clothesline attempt, but Dusk meets him in the middle and gives him a quick kick to the head.
Going for the cover early.
Just a one count from from Gabriel Eros.
Dusk may have known he was going to kick out, but again, he thought, I'll go for the cover, force the man to use some extra energy. And now he's in control. Edward Dusk looking over at his legendary partner in Gangrel.
And we have a tag, and Gangrel is in, the founder of the Brood. The Parea, they hail from Mount Olympus, but they've never seen something as unholy as the Vampire Warrior, Gangrel.
Gangrel straight out of Hades, looking at the Greek gods.
Gangrel biding his time. Eli Theseus has never met anyone like this before. With the experience of Gangrel.
Gangrel able to take over with his power, just pounding Eli Theseus in the corner. Kicks, punches, headbutts, whatever he takes.
And there's the quickness of Eli Theseus. And the veteran Gangrel is annoyed.
You see it in his face.
Something dark has awakened. Big scoop slam from Gangrel as he's off the ropes. And an elbow to the head.
Classic offense, that trademark twisting elbow drop from Gangrel. Great technique still after all these years. Tagging in Edward Dusk again.
We talk about the mentorship that Gangrel has placed on people like Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Now Edward Dusk going under this vicious learning tree.
That is fine company to keep. And Edward Dusk knows that he can learn so much from the dark learning tree of Gangrel.
Gangrel, of course, part of the Brood, but also part of the Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness.
He's learned from the darkest. He's been to that place.
Dusk taking care of Gabriel Eros as he tries to rescue Eli Theseus. With Dusk, goes for a splash. But Gabriel Eros, this is why we call them the premier tag team in Australia. We're seeing a clinic in action.
They're so good, and that's going to be their advantage. They're a real tag team. They've been a team for years. They consider each other brothers. Parea means family in Greek, and that's what they are. They're not here to just, okay, maybe we'll team together for a one-off show. They might have the advantage, even though you've got the experience there in Gangrel and the talent of Edward Dusk. These guys know what it takes to get it done in a tag team match.
And what those at home watching on Triller TV might not know, while these guys are fantastic wrestlers, they're thugs. They're just out for blood. They want their pound of flesh. Edward Dusk kicks out at one.
That's what they're in it for. They're in it for that fight. They love to brawl and they love the gold. And one has influenced the other throughout their career. They go, they fight, they beat people up, they get paid, they get the gold.
We're seeing Edward Dusk just digging deep.
Eli with the big Irish whip into the back elbow. And again, the more cool, calm, collected part of the team.
Oh, and just Gabriel Eros mocking with the traditional Greek dance.
That's right.
After the Irish whip. We're doing an absolute tour of the cultures here.
It's international. Wherever you're from, visit Victoria. Come to beautiful Ballarat. Come to OPW, the Australian Stampede.
Oh, Edward Dusk introducing them to some elbows and a foot. As Dusk charges through, Gabriel Eros is
Fingertips away.
the power of Eros throws him back into the Paraya's corner.
Rapid fire kicks from Gabriel Eros.
Gabriel Eros like a rabid pit bull.
So unhinged is Gabriel Eros, but again, that contrast, that's what makes the Parea work.
This is what Gabriel Eros can't let happen. He's a hothead.
It's very, very few people in this world who will look a vampire in the eye and say, do something about it, but that's Gabriel Eros.
Gabriel Eros stomping a mud hole. And straight into Edward Dusk and walking it dry.
Eli Theseus back in the ring. And again, classic Parea. Quick tags in and out. Keep each other fresh. Take care of the man. Keep him in your corner. Get the victory. Go celebrate.
Parea, Eli Theseus talking smack. I'm feeling that the Parea were the sort of people that talk back to their parents.
I think they may have. Not intimidated by any man of the Parea. Willing to talk trash with whoever it is.
Even Edward Dusk. It's Edward Dusk with a huge slam.
Beautiful back suplex from Edward Dusk. A great technician, as we mentioned. But he is miles away. You see it there in the replay.
Look at the height that he gets. Eli Theseus.
On Dusk, he's got an opening now. The Parea, both members out of the ring. Gangrel is in sight. Dusk is so close.
And Eli Theseus cuts him off.
Out of nowhere is Eli Theseus. The Parea always ready, watching the ring from all corners.
And a mugging we're seeing at the moment by Eli Theseus with some stiff elbows to the head of Edward Dusk.
Beautiful, directly down with the point of the elbow to the temple of Edward Dusk.
Theseus tags in Gabriel Eros, the fresh man.
And again, the Parea, they do such a good job. Keep each other fresh. They tag out. They don't exert too much energy. Going for the pin is Eros. Edward Dusk able to muscle out of that one. Here you go again. If Eros can't get it done, Eli Theseus back in.
Parea don't care about big names and what you've accomplished before. They're there for the gold. They're there to hold on to their titles. As I mentioned, they've won championships, beating ABC, Ace Austin and Chris Bay of TNA Wrestling, Brian Cage and Flip Gordon. They put them away as well.
These guys are Australia's best tag team. That's why they hold the OPW Tag Team titles.
And Edward Dusk has made a tag to Gangrel.
Oh, Gangrel's in!
Oh, but referee Dylan didn't see the tag. He hasn't seen the tag. And Edward Dusk is being stomped upon by both members of the Parea. Referee Dylan didn't see the tag. He was distracted by the Parea.
Well, the referee should be watching the action better. Referee Dylan.
He doesn't have eyes at the back of his head, Simon.
He made a mistake. He wasn't watching.
We see it all the time. Officials can make decisions in split seconds that affect everything. And Edward Dusk has got the tag. Gangrel in like a house on fire with a double clothesline, taking out both members of the Parea. Parea scoop slam on Eli Theseus. One for Gabriel Eros for good measure.
Oh, Gangrel, he's got the Parea cornered, charging into both men. Oh, what's this? Big bulldog to Gabriel Eros. Gangrel looking amazing here. Great snap power slam into the cover. New champs? Gangrel is fresh. He hasn't been in the ring in a while. Gangrel is a fresh man of the team, and he's doing some damage.
And you can hear the crowd. Eli Theseus powers out of that one with an elbow to the head of Gangrel, tags in the fresh partner of Gabriel Eros. This is it, they're setting him up. They call this the Kali Nikta.
They call it the Kali Nikta, and that means good night. It could be good night for Gangrel. Oh, Gangrel able to kick out, getting that energy from his dark sources there. Here we see it again from the Parea.
A picture-perfect Kali Nikta.
Hitting one of their best shots there. Gangrel, though, able to dig down, kick out.
Oh, Gabriel Eros, we've seen him use this before. The chain.
I think he's just admiring his jewelry. It is gold, it is Ballarat. It's all about gold down here.
Oh, and he's taken out his tag team partner.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Gabriel
Eros, he doesn't see Edward Dusk behind him. Dusk feeds him straight to Gangrel.
Oh, could we see it? The Impaler DDT. Classic Gangrel. Oh, we got new champs.
New tag team champions.
Oh, my God.
Your winners of the match, and new OPW Tag Team Champions, Edward Dusk and Gangrel.
From the gold fields of Ballarat to parts unknown,